So in this video, we will learn how to set up a WordPress basic authentication inside Pabbly Connect. So a lot of users were facing issues regarding the WordPress connection with Pabbly Connect using the authentication REST API method. So in this video, we will learn in a step-by-step guide that how you can do it. So we took a simple example of Google Sheets and WordPress. So what is happening here is we are adding a new row with the details of a person in Google Sheet. And in this automation, in this video, as we took the example, we are adding a new user. We are creating a new user in WordPress on the basis of those details. So let's begin with the automation that how we do it. As you can see guys, this is my Pabbly Connect workflow. And in this workflow, I have taken Google Sheet as a trigger application just for an example. So suppose the example use case is we want to add new WordPress user as we add the details of a user in Google Sheet. So this automation will be from Google Sheet to WordPress. So I have added this Google Sheet step in trigger. The trigger event is new or updated spreadsheet row. And using this webhook URL, I have connected this Google Sheet of mine with Pabbly Connect and received the response from Google Sheet in Pabbly Connect. So this is the response. So this is the name of the user, dummy user. This is the email, username, password. So these are the details. Now we want to add this user, for example, add this person as a new user in our WordPress account. Now here comes the connection step. Now to do so, we will scroll down and come to our action window. And here in choose app, we will search for WordPress. WordPress it is. And after that, in action event from the dropdown, we have to select the action event of our choice. Because we want to create a new user in WordPress, I will select create a user. You can basically select any action of your choice. The process will remain the same. After that, just click on connect and select add new connection. Now here comes the important part, the connection. So to make the connection between WordPress and Pabbly Connect, first we have to enter the username or email address of our WordPress account, the WordPress username and WordPress password. Then after that, we have to enter the base URL of our WordPress site. And after entering all of these details, here comes a note. Let's read this note. This note says, this integration uses the basic authentication method and required that WordPress REST API authentication plugin be installed and activated on your WordPress site for authentication. Before you proceed, please install and activate the plugin with basic authentication method configured. So guys, basically we have to actually add this WordPress REST API authentication plugin in our WordPress site. Just click on this hyperlink and it will take you to the page of this very same plugin. So from this page, you can download this plugin, and after downloading it, just click on this download button, download this plugin into your system, then go to your WordPress site. So this is the dashboard of my WordPress site, and here on the left side, we will scroll down, we will come to plugins, and here on plugins, after hovering on plugins, click on add new. Now as we click on add new, here comes the page of where we can add new plugins. At top, you can see an option named as upload plugin. Click on upload plugin, and the plugin file which we have downloaded from here, just upload this file over here and click on install now. So in this way guys, you can actually add those or install that plugin into your WordPress site. And after installing it, we have to actually activate it. So let me show you. We will go to install plugin because I have already installed this plugin in my WordPress site. Then we will just search for this plugin, WordPress REST API authentication. We will search for this plugin in this installed plugin section. So at this page, let's search for this plugin. And yes, you can see that this same plugin is installed in my WordPress site and this plugin is also activated. So you just don't have to do anything, just install this plugin from this page. Just come to Pabbly Connect connection window, click on this link, it will take you to this page, download this plugin from here. Go to WordPress site, add new, upload this plugin and install. It is that simple. And after installing it, go to install plugin and activate this plugin over here. After activating it, just click on this configure button over here. After selecting configure, it is asking us API authentication methods configuration. So which method we want to use. So at this page, we have to select basic authentication, the very first method. Just select this method and click on it. Then after selecting basic configuration or basic authentication method, we have to basically configure this complete connection. So just select this username and password with base64 encoding. Configure it, enter the username and password of your WordPress site. After that, just click on next and click on finish. And that's it guys. You have successfully added the WordPress REST API authentication plugin in your WordPress site, and you have selected basic authentication over here. All the instructions given in this connection video are now completed. Now, after entering all of these instructions, after following all of these instructions, basically what we have to do, we have to enter the username, password, and base URL of your WordPress site. Now the base URL of our WordPress site will be in our URL section. So from here, we have to copy this base URL. So from HTTPS to all the way to /WP3, we have to copy this base URL and paste it over here. So this is the URL. Then after that, guys, it is telling us this help text below. It tells us that do not include /WP admin or WP login.php. So we don't have to actually select or select the base URL as /WP admin or /WP login. So whatever it is, we just have to get the base URL. After getting the base URL, enter the username or email of your WordPress site, the username and password, the login credentials of your WordPress site over here and here. And then just click on save and we will see that the connection will be completely made. I have already made a connection, so let me connect it with my existing connection and let me show you the further step. Click on save. And as we click on save, guys, we will see that our WordPress account will now be successfully get connected with Pabbly Connect. So the connection is complete. Now basically we can perform our action event. So our action event was create a user. We were creating a user from Google Sheet in this video. So we have received the email address, username, password, first name, last name, and other details from the Google Sheet. We have entered the details of the user in this Google Sheet, which we have received. The response of this Google Sheet is received in Pabbly Connect. So from here, we will map all of these details in this field. And as we all know, the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field and from the drop down below from the responses of Google Sheet, select the response of email. So this is the response of email and we have mapped it. Now from the drop down, follow the same process of mapping and select the response of username. Let's map this password. So these are the details of a dummy user. First name of the user, last name. Then we will enter the full name once again. So we will map the first name, give a space, and from the drop down, let's map the last name. The nickname and the description can be ignored. These fields can be ignored. And the role. So in the drop down, I want to add this user as a subscriber. So I will select subscriber over here. You can basically select any role of your choice. Then just click on save and send test request. And we will see that this new user whose details we have added in our Google Sheet is now added as a new user in our WordPress site. So this video was all about making the connection. So we made the connection and after getting this response, we can see that the connection which we made just now over here after installing this plugin is now successfully made, which means our Pabbly Connect account is now successfully connected with WordPress site. So let's check this connection once again. So the response is that this user, dummy user, is now added as a new user in our WordPress site. So let's check it. We'll go to a WordPress site. From the left side, we'll go to users section and click on all users. Then after that, guys, using this username of the person to whom we have just now created, we will search for this user. Let's search for this user over here. Search user. And yes, guys, we can see that just now we have added a new user by the name of dummy user. This is the username, this is the name of the person, and this is the same email address, and the role is subscriber. So same details which we have added in Google Sheet. Using that details, we have created this automation, and now every time I add the details of a new user in my Google Sheet, a new user is created. The very same user is created as a new user in our WordPress site as well. Which means the connection process which we have learned in this video of WordPress and Pabbly Connect is just correct. Now using this method, guys, you can connect your WordPress site with Pabbly Connect. This is the latest connection method. So if you are following any old plugin or any old connection method, you just have to basically remove those plugins, install this fresh plugin and make the connection between Pabbly Connect and WordPress. And guys, you can keep automating your WordPress site. So that's it for today's video. Thank you.